everyone watching this, I want you to tell me in the chat, what is the toughest job in America? What's the hardest job to do, to qualify for, to be able to continue to do? You tell me, I don't know. But I do know the easiest job, and you know what it is? Right-wing grifter. You know why I know that? Because the standards have dropped so much. The gullibility is so pervasive that you can do this on Ambien, honestly. And we saw it in real time last night. Here's Tomi Lahren. The steal is in the making in Georgia. Wait for it. That's the laziest claim of voter fraud ever. Democrats scrounging up votes from mystical places again, she said. No, Gandalf's not involved. It's not mystical. The votes were continuing to be counted. But like, they love that. Thousands of retweets. Tomi Lahren has like well over 1 million followers. Like, that is how easy it is. Oh, Republicans don't want to ever acknowledge that they've lost. They want to believe that everything was stolen, and they don't require even pretend evidence. Like, the Dominion is taking out the center of the machines. That's like Shakespeare compared to this. This is just, I think they're stealing it. They did a thing. And yet, she's going to make tons of money with that sort of thing.
It's such an easy.
JR, why aren't you a right-wing pundit?
Oh my God. Well, I could be living in my house on the beach in a year. 2 years tops, bro. Easy. It's really easy because you don't have to say much. It's the same parroting of repetitive points over and over and over again on how much these socialists try to take over the country. I used to be a Democrat, but now they screwed me over. Oh, my eyes have seen the light. Thank you, Republicans, for leading me to the light. Oh, I owe it all to you guys. Hey, we have to fight back. Hey, First Amendment rights. I'm sorry, Second Amendment rights. First Amendment only for us. Just go through the line of ridiculous things you can say and how much you hate one side based off of nothing. No explanation. No details, no facts, nothing. Just say like, here comes the steal, you guys. Wait for it. Isn't that what you put on like a viral video when you're waiting for the person to slip at the end when they're doing something amazing at the beginning? Wait for it. Here comes the punchline. It's gonna come, I promise. By the way, I watch plenty of fail videos, so that's why.
Of people falling? Yeah, I just, so if you weren't watching in real time as the results came in, here's basically what happened. Initially, it was looking good for the Democrats. Then there was a period where they counted some counties that suddenly the Republicans were up. And then that lead fell, and eventually the Democrats took back over. Here's the thing about that. All of those votes were in the entire time. This wasn't a thing where things were changing. We're just getting a real-time view of the count. There's nothing new happening. It's just counting, okay? And what you'll notice is, I don't know how much I was tweeting about this. In that middle period, the period where the Republicans are both up, I was nervous and I was feeling bad emotions. But you'll notice that what I wasn't doing was claiming that at that point it was being stolen. You'll notice. But for the Republicans, it's just, at the beginning it's being stolen. Then the Republicans are up, yay, I guess it's not being stolen. Then they counted more, now it's been stolen. That's not how reality works. That's certainly not how elections work. It's just so lazy, and really, this isn't even about Tomi Lahren. Tomi Lahren is going to be as lazy a grifter as her desired marks will allow her to be. And they will allow her to be really, really lazy because they don't require anything more. She's not the only one. Kayleigh McEnany was tweeting, does anyone truly believe that an anti-military, anti-police, Fidel Castro inviting, Reverend right-loving Marxist embroiled in a child abuse scandal won fairly in the state of Georgia? I don't. Okay, cool, I guess. Does anyone believe that, a billionaire, pandemic grifting, like we could all do this, it doesn't mean anything. She lost, he won. A child abuse scandal. It was about someone else pouring pee on someone that he wasn't even involved in, and it was 18 years ago. That's why she has to be vague about it, because even she knows that the evidence she's providing isn't strong. It's just so rote. And the reason we're talking about it basically is I want you to be just ignore yourself to this, because they are never going to accept a Republican loss again. They're at the very least going to pretend that they don't accept it because there is clout to be gained by it. There's money to be made by it.
Yeah, and honestly, we've set up this system of not. You talk about grifters. The setup of this system where you don't have to work very hard to gain political power and make a lot of money. And maybe previous to that, Republicans, whenever they would lose, like say 80s, 90s, they'd have to step back and go, okay, how do we reconfigure a way to trick Americans into thinking that we're for them. Now they don't have to do that anymore. All they have to do is give a couple hints as to how messed up the system is, and therefore vote for us. That's very simple. It doesn't require any thought process. It doesn't require you doing any work. It doesn't require you to tell anyone the truth. It's really easy to lie. So that's become the new mantra of the Republican Party. It's always been that way, but just blatantly lie without even having any veil over it. And then enough of the idiots will listen to it and buy it. And then you can continue on with your political destruction of the country. But I don't know, maybe it's catching up to them. I doubt it. Because look, we still had tens of millions of people vote for this guy. And then there's still these people that are gonna be out there protesting today for the Senate to overturn the election, and then for Donald Trump to somehow come riding in on his horse. I don't know what they're looking for today, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I watched really fast. I watched a little bit of Loeffler's speech last night, and it was like that. Just watch that speech, and you'll know why she lost this thing, because she is. Like they just picked a billionaire and said, hey, you go be a senator for a little bit. But she's not a politician. She's not charismatic. She doesn't get it. It was literally, she stood there and said, Warnock wants to pass socialism. I don't. I'm here for you. I'm here for the next generation. No, that's why you lost in Georgia, in this deeply red state. That's why you lost, because you're terrible.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.